Hey, sorry, I just completely lost Wi-Fi. I don't have no idea why. Hey, everybody. Move over here so I can put the cord up. How's everybody doing? Hey, Holly. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Nunnas. Hey, Country. Hey, Ernest. Viper. Tatted Mama. Rhonda. Celerit. Kieran. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Clarinet. Hey, Becky. Carmon. Joshua. Hope you've been doing alright, buddy. Hope you had a good Easter. Holly. Wicked Navy. Pinky. Pinky and the brain. Pinky and the brain. That's good. I'm glad you've been doing good, buddy. You're a good dude. I hope the best. I wish everybody success, What's up, Slow Roll? Hey, Miss Patricia. Yeah, I don't know, the Wi-Fi just completely shut out. Let's see if I got this book. I've been wanting, because, we've been doing, how to do a picture find. Hey, Alexis, how you been? Hey, Mary. How you like the new setup in the room? I didn't have the capital for real kitty litter, so I sifted some good dry sand and stuff, and it works just as good. And I put a trash bag over the box so I can just take it all out at one time. It works and it's free, And then Rim's bowl of food's back here. Like I want a earwax remover. Hold on. I'm coming. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, checking out or staying at, bro?
I'm staying. Can you give me a little bit?
How long?
Not long.
I need to tell my manager.
You give me 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Okay. Bought me a little time. Well, I got everything pretty much packed up anyway from cleaning the room yesterday, so it won't be that hard. Just, throw everything in a garbage bag. Just another day in the life. But yeah, I got all my clippers and my toothpaste and everything. Where's my other toothbrush? That cat's got my dang toothbrush. That cat, he be getting thing right here. Hey, Nana, how are you doing? I hope you had a good Easter. Look, fighting the flu and pneumonia. I'm so sorry. There's a lot of people. Well, I don't have the money to get the room, It is what it is. It sucks, it's, we got thunderstorms today, but I don't feel entitled to anybody's money. I don't feel, like I deserve, help from anybody, I don't feel like I'm entitled to get help. It's a blessing when I do. I try to make my lives fun. I try to be like a good content creator when I can think of things. And, try to make it a safe, happy life. Like, if someone wants to help me, if they see I am trying, I'm not just someone trying for a handout. Like, I stretch every penny to a dime. Like, all I work for is just to keep this roof over our head. So I got the animals. I know they're safe when I'm working 7 hours. I can't tie them up in the woods next to a tent or lock them in the tent because they'll bust out of a tent. It's inhumane and it's not right. You can't do that. So, the nights that I can't, jobs only allow so much of that, even in the situations that you're in. And they know I'm a good worker, though. They know anybody calls out or they need any extra hour, somebody do some extra hours, I'm always the first jumping on it. I'm a friendly guy. They'll shoot me a 20 for doing the trash for them or washing the subway bathroom out because they don't want to do it. It's 60. Hold on, I'll show you. It's $10 pet cost up front, and whatever it is on the app, on the Agata app. What'd someone say? This is every day, though. You need you need to pay monthly. If I had that kind of money at once, I would definitely play monthly. Or throw it at a vehicle, because what would that be? What's 64 times, say, 28? I hadn't even been on here in 4 days. Like, I've had an awful depression spell. The holidays and stuff get me. I miss my family. Well, I can show, but you know how much they were charging me at the Red Roof? Hey, Miss Italian, how are you? I hope you all had a good Easter. 17. How many was that? There's 4 weeks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what the Red Roof was charging me, no matter what the day was, they were charging me $80 a day. And then on Fridays, they were charging me $80 a day. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, they would charge $95. Through Sunday. How am I signed out? Oh, I'm in the Red Roof app. Thanks for the gifts. Squirrels. How do y'all like my haircut? After I cleaned the room last night, I gave myself a little shave. I think I did pretty good. I think I did a pretty good little edging, for doing it myself, and only having... Because people don't understand. When I got my finger cut off, I had to relearn how to do so much. I had to relearn how to tie my shoes. And I hadn't even, worked on vehicles. And, I've always worked on poly and plastic machines for the past 14 years at Warren Oil, King Machine, Man and Humble. Because a lot of those machines, you got little parts you got to stick it and be, precise to get I'm just so worried. Because my hand's stuck like that. And if I do get a good job, I won't be able to get the surgery because it's a pre-existing condition. Because I need another surgery to cut my hand open right there and to release the nerves so my finger can move freely again. But it's not something they'll do for free or company's insurance will cover. But yeah, I don't know how to do so, and I have well, I have strength in it, but like, just say there, the potato pans and stuff in the restaurants, those big, bacon pans. Well, I can't, like, from table up, I can't pick one of those up from the table. But if I use this hand and pick it up first and then put it in my hand, I can carry it. But from the table up, like the tendons and everything pull so tight, it hurts so bad. I can't put that much force in it. And my knuckles always popping. You didn't hear him when I asked him if I could have a little while, and he told me okay. Peru Animal Control. I'm pretty sure if you heard him tell me to leave, you heard me ask him for a little bit more time. Does that make you feel good to type all those letters out? Does it? I haven't gotten any help yet. I'm still $64 short. Thank you for muting him. I don't like to mute and block people because, then I'm called a hider of, if, they're speaking the truth and you're blocking them and muting them. No, 99% of the time, I give everybody their respect to come in here and ask their questions. I give them honest answers. I give them straightforward answers. I respect their opinion. They don't like me or they don't like what I'm doing. I respect that, It is what it is. But at the end of the day, and they must have a lot of time on their hands. But after we have that conversation and say our sides, for them to just, every couple minutes throw some shit or say like, yeah, you're going to get blocked. Like, we had our conversation, we aired everything out. I respect your opinion. You should, respect mine as well. If you don't, but no, they have to, buckle down and say some stupid shit. And then they get blocked. And then I get told, oh, you're just blocking the truth. It's ridiculous. He gave me 15 minutes, but I can probably pull about 25 minutes out of it. But if I have to leave, I have to leave, It just sucks. I don't have enough time to be able to play hangman and stuff with everybody and enjoy's day, because I've had an awful couple days, like really awful, emotionally in my head. Like, I was gonna get on earlier, but I was in I was tearing up. Like, just talking was making me tear up. So walk. And right when Pinky asked me if I was getting back on, if I was coming on live, I was like, "Yep." I got my head together. What dude's got sandals on? Oh, I'm gonna keep pushing. I heard the man tell you have a few minutes more. Yeah, he asked me how much time in a while, and he was like, I gotta tell the boss how much. So I was like, can you give me 15 minutes? And he said, yeah, and that usually buys me probably till, because I'm already at the 15-minute limit. Hey, Miss Shirley. But since I deep cleaned my room and everything yesterday, when they come back and be like, you gotta leave, I got everything already packed up. Bike's already, the clothes are all in a good pile, All I gotta do is roll up the shoes in my book bag. Everything's already. I'm gonna have to leave a couple things, but it is what it is. Life. What you doing? I'll leave you alone. No, I wasn't able to do laundry. Roof. Neil, he wasn't there all day yesterday because I wanted to go ask him before I just went in there, threw my laundry in there, so there wouldn't be nothing said or any bad blood or anything. I'm sure he'll let me do it because it is pay to wash, so he's getting money out of it. It's not like he's giving it to me for free. But yeah, I didn't have the money to do it. But yeah, y'all tell me how many loads y'all think this is going to be. Because I folded everything. Well, I think the cat's been jumping on here. If I do say so myself. Yes, that he has. Little punk. Because I'm sure I can wash my work clothes. I can wash my aprons and my work shirts in the washer at work. I've just got to wait till they dry. But yeah. How many loads you think? Do you think I could fit all this in one load? Because I didn't even realize I had this many jackets. Some people gave me a few of them from the church and things. I got like 4 dang jackets. I don't even know how. Hey, Rascal's mom. Oh, you don't think I could fit all that in the one? Probably not. Maybe if it was like a laundromat washer, when it is a lot of like work blue jeans. Yes, a lot of blue jeans and things. A lot of, so I probably can't wash everything at once. Sure. These people look out for me when they can and things like that. That's why I don't want to burn any bridges or make them feel some kind of way about me. Like I've talked to, I was like, I'm working my hardest. I'm working at McDonald's. Like I'm looking for any opportunity, to take a step forward. What's really holding me back the most is transportation. Whoa, what is that? $401 or $104? Hey, from Georgia. When I was in my early 20s, I lived in Covington, Georgia for about 2 years. Right outside of Atlanta. I worked at the Chuck E. Cheese in Covington. Hey y'all, hell, how you like the haircut I got? I gave my... Oh, when I smile like that, my chin looks really long. Oh, someone just sent me $20. So I'm only $44 short. Hey, I bet you have been busy with the kiddos. Oh my God, I bet a Chuck E. Cheese in Atlanta area must have been a battlefield. Oh, dude, one lady got arrested. Well, she got took out by the cops, right? Because everybody, even the managers, throughout a shift, because Chucky's got to go out there every 30 minutes, so everybody takes turns. Well, I get the costume on or whatever, walk out the changing room, start heading down, and I get about to the drinks, because the drinks is like the first thing, and then the doors to the kitchen, and there's some booths. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I looked at a kid, and he looked kind of scared, but he was like a good bit away from me, and all of a sudden my head goes around. My head goes around, and I fix it, and this lady's like, "Oh, you ain't gonna scare my kid," and she starts punching the head. She starts punching the head, saying vulgar, like just saying some awful things. Like, really, you're in a child's place and you're acting like a fool like that? You know there's going to be a big mouse walking around before you even come. Like, it's just ignorance. You know what I mean? Me. Oh my God, I'm loving that bike so much. Oh my God, I'm loving that bike so much. I'm getting around so much faster. And, I'm having to, I'm not having to expend as much energy. Like, it is amazing. I can't thank you enough. Like, where like I barely have to pedal and it goes, so I don't have to like expend really any energy. But yeah, I have all the stuff. One of the people were moving out. Dryer sheets, some scent boost, and they were the right ones. So I was like, hell yeah. Sorry, Charlie. Just we get a lot. I get a lot of hate. I'll show you what a month is. I'll show you the price of a month. But there's a lot of people that come in here and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you $100. You can pay for your room, man. Go get a little something to eat," and they get joy out of that. And because I don't want to take their kindness for granted. But yeah, when I lived out there in Atlanta, it was totally different from right here in Fayetteville. I tell you what, a lot more. There's a lot more Asian and Chinese people in Georgia than I realized. I know, I love that bike so much. Okay, see today. No, you didn't bother me, man. It's just hard to get my hopes up because people like to play like that. Like people's called the hotel to get me kicked out. They've called jobs, said I was on rugs and this and that. Like people are sending like $50 worth of pizza to my room unpaid for, in which I didn't even think you could order pizza like that and not pay for it first. Bike, but the handlebars were all broke. They span in a circle. The pedals were broke. Everything was broke. Are you still in here, Charlie? See, today's $54.34 plus the $10 pet fee. Let's see how much it would be for. I've never looked that up. I think you can't pay over so many days though. I'm not sure. I think I tried it once and it was like too many days, and it did like 28 days. Okay. Today's the 23rd. Yeah, don't think we're any kind of way. Please, just be part of the live. Nobody's gonna hate on you or judge you or anything like that. I can promise you that. Hey, Awareness. Hey, Huckles. But yeah, I did find that green bike, and then I tried to ride it, and it was all messed up, and I stuck it next to the pole, and within an hour, it was gone. They door dashed it to me, I think, the day before Easter. Okay, the 23rd. What would be a month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, that's 28. It's 36. Hit the wrong button. 22 to 20. That's 28 nights. Okay, yeah, I thought it was the day before Easter. Yeah, it was that day before Friday or something, I think. It won't let me do that. It won't let me. Oh crap! I already had it the other way. But yeah, it won't let me. It won't let me book it that many days at one time. That sucks. Cause up front is a little bit more. Cause if I have to pay up front, it's $74. That's what I've got 20 of it so far. Well, let me check my cash app because sometimes I don't get notification. Yep, just the yeah, I just got the 20 so far. But it's okay if it's hard out there for everybody. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to throw a hissy fit or make anybody feel bad or try to guilt anybody. It's saying it's sold out now. Can't afford an extra 10 freaking dollars. Okay. Day's the 20th? No, day's 23rd. That's why. Why is the 22nd still there? Day's 23rd, right? Yeah. Why would they have the 22nd still showing? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Miss Betmar. Yeah, see that? Yeah, I ain't got no more time. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Check in today. I get this price for 19 minutes at $54.34. And then the $10 pet cost, which I've got to talk to them. I'm like, dude, as long as I've been here, like any damages would be paid for with the money that I've already put in. Hope you had a good Easter. $44. Yeah, $44. I know, Miss Nana, it's hard to carry everything, but that's why I tell everybody, like, I try to keep the bare minimum because I'm in the situation I am, I end up losing so much stuff because I can't carry it. Is that your new little spot now? Huh? Is that your new little sheet? That feel good? Hey, Hey, thanks for liking the creator, Mindy. Oh, that's a bird. Are you okay? He wasn't feeling too good yesterday. He had a tummy ache yesterday. Where it was so bad where I had to leave him outside so he could, poop a lot. Give him time so he's not rushed or anything like that. So he can just sit out there and go when he needs to. It's still funny. This is Rim's very first toy when we got over here. We had a nice neighbor that had a dog, and when she was leaving, she stopped by and gave that to Rim, and Rim takes that with him everywhere. Like, that's his favorite toy. I think the haircuts made me look a lot different. I think it's because I shaved my eyebrows down. Yeah, I have Cash App. It's in this little bubble right here, money sign Jeff Gainey 10. Hey Rod, how you doing today? You have a good Easter? I like your hair in that profile picture. Yeah, I'll show you the picture. I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, because dummies have taken, copying my Cash App and just changing letters. So like when people type my name in, theirs will pop up first, which is bullcrap. Dang it. When I get it, I'll pay right now in front of everybody. Why'd it just go? This tablet, if I didn't need it for some things, I would throw it to the damn wall. Nicole. Yeah, 44. And I'm going to pay on Agata in front of everybody. Like, I'm more worried about a roof over our head right now than, going spending $30 on laundry. Doing laundry. Oh my God, this freaking rim stepped on it because I see more cracks in it. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, the picture of my Cash App. I wonder if I'll get in trouble for showing that. But yeah, it's right. That's my face. But yeah, it looks like that. You just if you want to do anything, is make sure everybody's took care of before you help me or anybody. Me and Remanova will be all right. It's fit. I know I want to give Rim a bath, and it's time for Nova's bath because Nova gets one about once a month. Rim gets one twice a month. So their baths line up at the end of the month or the middle of the month or whatever it is. Dang it. $15, $20 plus $15, $35, $35, $30. So I need $30 more dollars? Okay, yeah. I've got 35. I've only got a 20 and a 15. which I'm beyond grateful for. I'm not, you know, that's not the kind of like grateful, but yeah, that's what I've got so far. It was a 20 and a 15. Hey, Gangsta Mama, I like your new profile pic, but someone said they sent 10, but I didn't see it on there. Thank you so much, Raj. Is it Raj, like Raj, or is it Ria? Okay, well, since I'm so close, I'm gonna walk up there and tell them I'm doing it right now, and then that'll give me a couple more minutes. It's already starting to rain. That's what I'm saying. I just went in my Cash App. I didn't see it. Is it PayPal? Did you send it on PayPal or Cash App? Yeah, it's already starting to rain. Cash App. Yeah, it's already starting to rain. Less than 10. All right. Less than 10. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Can you give me 5 minutes? And then it'll be on there.
Sorry?
Can you give me 5 more minutes?
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. I got you, man. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay. If it's with the 10, I'm only 20 short. Check right now, because, you know, people's made fake Cash Apps. And Miss Renee sent it to me. She sent me $25. And some random, you know, awareness person or somebody got it. Hey, Miss Nicole, I did get that 10. I did. It just went through and I seen it. I'm 10 short now. I'm 10 short now. Yeah, right? 10 or 20, 10, 15, and 10. Hold on, I need to do that counting at, not just count 5. So, yeah, I'm only 10 short. Really 9 short. I know, me too. Me too. I would so much rather someone keep it instead of sending it to some. Hey, Amber. Awesome. I have enough. I'm about to thank y'all so much. I have no idea how grateful I am, like beyond grateful. That's why I work as hard as I do and try to be as transparent and not try. I don't spend any money frivolously. Like, the only thing I don't spend any money on me. The money, if money gets spent, is for something the animals absolutely need, a roof over our head, you know, like the complete bare minimum. Like, I see some, they wearing new clothes, new shoes, going out eating steak dinners, you know, giving money away to people, and then next day they're sitting there asking for help. Like, that's scamming someone, you know, in their mind, coming up with some kind of scheme or some kind of sob story helping them. Or what makes me mad, like, it is what it is, you know. I'm not going to judge anybody, you know, their opinions, they respect mine. I don't think it's right. Your runs and has tags, and you can drive, and you're sitting parked somewhere in a gas station asking for help. If I had that opportunity, tires on the ground, I would be door dashing all day, working at McDonald's until I found a factory job. And then while I was working a factory job, I would still DoorDash as much as I can and build up as much money as I can, because I want to get like a little van, climate controlled. So like when I do go into work or go in somewhere, the van is, room temp, like it would be in this room. And the cooler would always keep it powered. So the animals would be completely safe. And, I could be working and saving that trust. If you just message me, I'll give you my address and you can do it that way and just order it off Amazon yourself. Just tell me ahead of time and I'll take the bus. It's so cool. I can put the bike on the front of the bus now and then get the rolling. Because, most of the places, once I get to the transit, I can get to. This week, I'm going to try that. I'm off because today is the last day of our work week. So Wednesday is the start of a work week. So for the past few weeks, I've been off Monday and Tuesday. I really don't like having back-to-back days because when I come back, my kitchen is destroyed. Nothing gets pulled out. Nothing gets wiped down. There's just grease and mustard and ketchup and gook everywhere. They don't pull the grill. Polish a turd, pretty much. They just make it look shiny enough from a faraway look. It looks done. When you walk up on it, you can see everything. And I hate that. So I was like, well, make a day off in the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. So because I don't like coming in 2 days, being off for 2 days, and then coming in, having to scrub and sometimes to get all that stuff off. And I'm like, it's ridiculous. Like, we get paid the same amount. So, like, why am I doing and having to make up for all the work that should have been done? Anybody, because, everybody's always right, or they got an attitude. Or, they'll fix it for a couple days and then it'll go right back to normal. But like I tell all them, like, they be throwing the biggest hissy fits and getting so mad at people ordering food. And I'm like, it's just work. And mind you these are young kids. I think one's 20 and I think both of them are under 21. So I don't think they really work real jobs. Like, I'm 34. Like, I've been in the nitty gritty. And I've worked with a lot of old heads that you came in acting like that. You're getting a stern talking to with a lot of cussing and get the hell out of here. Because I ran cattle farm for Irvin Warren. I've worked on multi-million-dollar machines. Like, work is work. I don't care if I'm getting paid $1 or $20. I'm going to give you the same work ethic every time, I'm going to give you 100% every time if I'm getting paid $1 or $10. It's not what you're getting paid. It's about what you produce. And the pride you take in the work you do. You did that with your hands. Take pride in it. No, I haven't eaten today. I haven't eaten since. I think I ate some nabs or something throughout the past 2 days. I've just been in my head. If someone's wanting to, let me see. Hey, Sunshine. What's not healthy?
if it meant someone random in the world died. And a lot of the replies on this tweet were like, hell yeah, why not? And I was just not expecting that. A lot of people were trolling.
You know, I grew up.
I think like 10% of them were dead serious.
I grew up in a small country town, you know, and we were raised, you know, you don't cry. Men don't cry. Men don't whine and talk about their problems. And, you know, you hold that shit in until your stomach blows up and you're gone. That's how somebody damn... Nabs? Jen, you don't... Are you from up north? I'm just kidding. Nabs are like snacks. You know, I'll show you some nabs. These are nabs. Like crackers and Debbie cakes and things like that. Just little things you snack on. Hope it didn't freeze up. Let me know if it's froze. Well, maybe it's just something down in the south. Because I've heard it from you know, so many people my whole life, like everybody. But yeah, they're like, you know, especially like old heads and stuff. They're like, go grab you a nab and a Coca-Cola. You know, most time I go grab me some crackers, a slice of cheese, a Coca-Cola, and a can of Beanie Weenies. Or maybe it's North Carolina. You know, something I probably could put down, because I'm just like in that, like, I don't even want to put the effort into eating kind of, you know, feeling. Like I made myself get up yesterday, because I had my day off yesterday. Because the day before that, I felt like a complete piece of crap, lazy bastard. I slept. I was just depressed, and I slept the whole day. I was sad about, you know, I miss my family. I just miss human interactions, you know. I love all y'all to death, but sometimes you need a hug, you know. And, I slept the whole day, and now I was just beating myself up, making myself feel worse, because, you know, I slept the whole day because I was depressed. And then yesterday, I made myself get up, and I wouldn't let myself stop until I got everything done. I'm talking about where I scrubbed, because the house, you know, housekeepers really don't do the best jobs cleaning these rooms. I'll show you, because I watch them all the time. This is what they'll do when they come in to clean the room. Just say the bike, the chairs. Well, the chairs will still be there. Just say everything else is gone. They'll pull this bed all the way over here, sweep out, push it back, push that bed, sweep it out, pull the bathtub and everything. It's not very thorough at all. The mop and the broom. And I'm like, y'all know, y'all haven't offered to come in and do my room not one time since I've been here, so what am I supposed to do? But they ended up giving it to me, and I mopped and sweeped it to me, and I mopped and sweeped. It was, oh my God, it was so nasty. That was like that, but it had to be like that. Grab a nab. I'm looking at Pizza Hut for the best deal. Cause I could definitely go for a slice of pepperoni pizza. I do talk too much. I do. I have to catch myself sometimes. Or I'll get real, like when I was growing up, like if I got real excited and, you know, try to tell a story, my southern accent and me talking really fast, nobody can understand what I say. Well, you know, like when people has been someone new, like what the hell did that guy just say? Yeah, I got the app pulled up. Did I pay? Eyes open a couple days, but I got about probably 17 pounds of cat food left and about a whole bag of Rims food. And dry sand, it works just as good. For sympathy. Someone asked me a question and I answered their question. Other than that, the animals wouldn't have been mentioned, period. With the little Slim Jim. I just like a regular pepperoni pizza, but this one's $6.99 and you get a personal and a couple wings. You know, it's cheap. And a couple wings. You know, it's cheap. But this is carry out. I could ride my bike up there. Because you can get it for $9.99 in carry out, or $7 a piece if you buy two. That's usually what I get. I get if. Yeah, I like doing the 7 for $7. I like getting a regular pepperoni pizza and a cheesy Alfredo pasta. Pizza and a cheesy Alfredo pasta. I haven't had I don't get stuff from me like that unless someone offers it or says this. Then I guess your answer is no. These freaking spoiled rotten. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta check just in case I did hit that button. Yet. I had to make sure so I didn't try to because yet. I had to make sure so I didn't try to because I can't show y'all that. Because it's not that I can't show y'all that. If I type in a password or something, they will say it's private information and they'll try to ban me for it. Sure. Those are my kids. Like, I don't use them for any nefarious purposes. Those animals are treated like a little kings. Probably fed and loved and took care of and nurtured better than, dogs in someone that has a $200,000 house. Alfredo pasta, the Alfredo chicken pasta is really good. I wish they had broccoli in it. The broccoli cheddar Alfredo would be so good. I asked them about that, but they're like, we don't have broccoli here. I rescued both of those animals. I got Rim when I was in a good situation and I was renting a little place out on 210, and then my ride situation messed up and I ended up getting 5 points and then when I found Rim, he was no bigger than a damn field mouse. He's a little bigger than that, but his whole body fit in my hand. Like, I used to have to build stairs for him to get up on couches. Even though he wouldn't use them, he would just take off across the living room and jump way too early and just smack the side of the couch, bounce off, and run off. 28391. 28391. Okay. Day's 23rd, Wednesday to the 24th. I always double check because one time, a long time ago, I paid for the wrong day. It was like a week ahead, and I was like, how the freak? Okay. You got another one on the way in September? I hope it's a Virgo baby. Yeah, I had to go get some toilet paper from them earlier. Okay, no notifications. Booking confirmed. Does it say the time? It's 12 now. It should say the time. I thought it would. I don't know. Well, I paid. You see a confirmation number. I paid in front of everybody, which I always do. You know, I'm always going to be transparent because that's only right. You know. Damn it. I paid. It's not. See, it says my bad. Everybody out there. Yeah, I understand. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything. I appreciate you looking out for me, though. Okay. Thank you. Now I feel bad that I was just chit chatting and forgot to pay, and his boss he. I got you. I'm about to come right now. His big boss is there. Girl is best. Oh. Hey, Mark. Hey, I'm gonna be on live for a pretty good minute today. I'm gonna give the dog a bath, the cat a bath, you know, and I'm gonna play. I got this new book that it's like two different pictures, but you got to find the differences in it, and then I don't know how we could all do a crossword puzzle, you know. Thank you so much. Are you good? Yeah, I gotta go pay the pet cost. It's $64 and something on the Agata. Good. Yeah, I gotta go pay the pet cost. It's $64 and something on the Agata. I gotta ask y'all a question too. Someone gave me a couple like little sweatpants and stuff. I really feel like I got girl sweatpants on right now, but they're so freaking comfy. Oh no. Oh, I thought they closed the pool down. It was a reflection. Are you? Yeah. The phone might cut off for a second because I got to tap to pay. What's up, bro? Sorry it took so long, man. I am sorry. I appreciate you looking out. Now I got to get the animals a bath. But the cat pet cost is paid. What are those? Why is there berries in the pool area? These little berries. They look like holly berries from the holly tree. You know, I think I might. I haven't been swimming since I've been here. I thought about it yesterday, but you know, I got caught up in cleaning. I did not let myself, you know, stray off now though. Yeah, they were poisonous. This is why I'm like, why are they in the pool area? Hey, birdie. Is that bird seed he's just pecking on? What is that? That's freaking rice. That will make the bird's stomach explode. You can't feed rice or like rice or grits and stuff to birds. Oh, I want to go see if that owner's over there. I asked him if I can do the dang laundry. At least if he tells me once, then, I'll feel a little better about going over there. Yes, you can. Like, at weddings and stuff. You can't feed them, dry rice. Is that what Google says, or it says they can just eat it anyway? Yeah, because if it's dry, their belly. See, that's what I was told, that pigeon, people were going around, or I heard somebody was going around New York and a little birdie picking up something and their head popped. Yeah, Reminova, and a little birdie picking up something and their head popped. Yeah, Reminova, well, mostly Nova. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I learned something new every day, because pretty much my whole life I was always told not to let birds eat rice and grits and pop rocks, just not fried and fat. Oh, I got you. But yeah, I like it over here better. 64, 60, 70, 80. I'm paying $20 less, and that dude was ripping me off, and he knows it. He didn't even buy me dinner first. Yeah, there's a path right there, and it's hot out here today. It's probably that humidity coming. Well, I'm gonna Google it on my tablet, because that's interesting, because my whole life I've always been told that. It's humid out here. That's such a good boy. You didn't sneak jailbreak. You didn't make a jailbreak. That's such a good boys. That's such a good boys. I love you. Okay. He's a spoiled little booger. That's what he is. He's spoiled rotten to the core. Google. Can pigeons and other birds eat rice? Fact is, rice cooked or uncooked won't hurt wild birds at all. The rumor is that uncooked rice hits the bird's tummy and swells, causing a stomach to explode, is simply not true, cooked or uncooked. Well, I learn something new every day. Can pigeons eat rice? What does it say? Grains. Pigeon can eat various grains, cooked and uncooked, barley and corn, seeds, sunflower seeds, bird seed mix, fruits, vegetables, bread, cooked pasta or noodles, peas. I swear, my whole life, everybody has always told me you can't feed them because their stomachs will explode. I remember some lady getting upset because they were throwing rice at her wedding and not graffiti, or what is that stuff called? Not graffiti. Oh, speaking of raccoons, I found a raccoon family. The other day. I walked outside and a raccoon jumped out of the garbage can. Yeah, kitty. But I walked out here, get some fresh air, get it charged. I need to go in there and charge it real fast. But yeah, he come out of there and he went in this drain. And when I went and stuck my head in there, I could hear like little babies, like not squeaks, not chirps, it's a weird little noise. Well, if this dies, I got energy on my tablet, so I just switched my tablet. But yeah, there's two tunnels right there, and what he does, he goes under there, and then he swings. And what he does, he goes under there, and then he swings in the tree outside. But before he passed away, he was so fat. He was just the fattest little ball you could ever. I love raccoon hands. Like, I love raccoon hands. Like, they're so underrated. They're little people hands with claws. Like, I understand. Like, I think they're more accurate with their hands than probably a monkey. Oh. I was like, where the hell did Rim go? Hey, have y'all seen that lady on TikTok that like started feeding like one or two raccoons, and then she opened her door one night and there was like 30 of them outside waiting for food? I've seen that lady a couple times. I think that's so cool. And then there's one guy that's got like 20 deer to come up to him in his yard to get fed. Like, that's like a Disney princess right there. The Steelers, yellow and black. I don't know. I like the Carolina Panthers. Chiefs and the Steelers. I remember the last time we went to the Super Bowl. I was so young, and we lost. But ever since Delholm left, like, teams never been the same. I don't even watch football anymore. I like Duke college basketball, and I like Carolina Panthers. Y'all Chief girls. Read the comment above. Oh, got you. So hard to set this phone up while it's on the charger. It slowly slides. I live in Manhattan, but I love the Steelers. I've always wanted to visit like New York City, like the city and Manhattan and stuff. I've always wanted to. Like, one of my dreams is to go fishing all over the world. You want me to tell you what happened to my views? You want me to give you the God honest truth? Let's say there was 60 people in here. So say 35, 25 of them were just in here to see me get kicked out of the room and have to, leave. Like, they get off on other people's torment and struggles. So when they find out I can get my room, then they lose interest. Which is sad. I would never, make time out of my day to watch someone suffer. And, because, like, I just don't understand. Like, and then they double down because I'm at work. It's okay. But, yeah, I got my room today. Praise God. But, it's crazy. It's just the world we live in now. Like, people don't have morals anymore. They don't have a moral compass. They don't have empathy. They can't put their, they can't. It's not like that anymore. We live in a materialistic world that's run by the love of money, not just having money and surviving. The love of money is the root of all evil. And it's just sad what the world's turned into from what I grew up. Like it sucks. And then to think the time we're gone, how awful it's going to be. And how upside down it is. Like, people are fighting for dudes to go into little girls' bathrooms. And just like common sense has just went out the window. Hey, cat mom. I wish I was born a little bit earlier. Shit, I wish I fell asleep or went somewhere else that night. I met someone. I'd be on a whole different trajectory. Pizza and pasta. But yeah, it's just sad. And I really believe we got internet and social media and stuff too early. People don't know what to do with themselves. Like, I think that era came too soon. Yeah, Pinchaholo, me either. And get joy out of it. My heart couldn't do it. I want everybody to succeed and be able to just have the small comforts of being a human, out of the, a little roof over their head, nothing fancy, just out of the elements. But most people would rather see someone go curl up in a hole in the woods in the dirt. And that breaks my heart. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't fall. It's falling. He's dropped us. Hey, I can tell you one thing, that bike I've got, because, when I used to ride horses, it would always take a couple weeks, to get that tenderness away and that soreness from riding. I remember one time I rode there and back. It was probably 5 miles there, 5 miles back. How are you? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. You be safe. Ooh. I did. And I dropped it again. What's this? Damn, that paper's cheap. Ooh. Oh, those are going to be the best with this Alfredo. Because usually, when I get this, I always eat the pizza and stuff, and then I save this for later. And I'll go get like a, like the Spanish little, the little Spanish stand they have with like the different Spanish treats. And, well, they got a croissant one. And that's what I eat the pasta with. It's really good. Or I do the pizza crust. I know it's so hard to eat on camera though. Like, I don't know how the mukbang people do it. Like, I feel so self-conscious just shoving my face. I cannot, I don't like doing it on live. I don't know what it is, being on camera, just, especially I'll go by one and somebody's doing that and they're just smacking away. Makes you want to reach through the dang screen. Like, eat with your mouth closed. Or they'll have that mic or whatever, where they be making the weird noises over it. I forgot what it's called. Oh, that's hot. That's good. That's really good. Oh my God. I love chicken Alfredo. Hey, Miss Mallory. I know it's this charger, but I'm only on 2%. So if I unplug it, it will die. I got to get it charged a little bit because I only give them a bath. Oh, that's some good pasta right there. Oh my God. They put a good bit of sauce. Sometimes they don't put enough sauce. A mukbang is like gluttony, pretty much. Like, they get the most absurd amount of food and just eat pounds and pounds and pounds of food on live. And Nico out of Kiddo, he was really skinny with a bird, and he played really good on violin. And like, he got really, really big from mukbangs and everything. But I think he's skinny now again. But yeah, he does mukbangs, and they'll be just grabbing hands full of stuff. And I can't do that. Yeah, Pizza Hut. I'm sorry. I think it's Nico out of Kiddo. I like the cartoons they make of them though, or the cartoons they made of the Costco people. Oh, that looks really good. A little personal pizza with some wings. That's really good. Yeah, I work tonight. I was off last night. But yeah, I work as much as they'll let me. I'm waiting on a call back from one of these places. Maybe they can work with me, so I don't get burnt out. I can arrange the hours where I can get pretty good hours in both places. Yeah, I'm not leaving my job until I have another job. I'm cooking in a fast food restaurant right now, but my professional skills are polys and plastic work, like making oil bottles or plastic anything, or air filters and things like that. I work on the machinery, I've done that for 14, 15 years. I have a forklift license through OSHA, but most people don't tell you that every plant is going to certify you. It doesn't matter if you already have a license or whatever. Most plant I've been to, they want to certify you through them, so it don't even matter. It's good. It's nice to say you do. Like, in my early 20s, it was nothing, to search around and save up $500 and, go get in a little 2-bedroom trailer somewhere. Like, I've always worked construction and things like that. Like, I've always had a place to rent. I've always had a vehicle all the way up until, all this crap happened. And then it's so hard to get back up. And, I got stuck half the year. It wasn't by choice. I had an accident. My finger got smashed and it died. I didn't have health insurance and I was out here homeless, I did everything I could. I went to the hospital 5 times before they finally sent me to the orthopedic specialist. And then since I didn't have health insurance and stuff, this is how he explained it to me is we got to set your surgery for a day that somebody is there or whatever, because they got to do it for free. So you got to do it when they're already there. So I didn't have the surgery for like almost a month and a half after the visit, which I wish they could have did it like a week or two, but it is what it is. But 3 days before the surgery, I slipped outside by the railing and tried to grab the railing, and you just forget about stuff, and my finger got hit and it almost got knocked off, and I was freaking out, and I called the doctor, and he was like, well, just hold it in place until everything dries and just come in your surgery in 2 days. I was like, okay. So I held it in place and everything dried and it stayed in place. Well, kind of, it was still crooked. But actually, I was on live when I got my stitches took out, crying like a big baby. Some people in here were in that live. Do y'all remember that first nurse? I don't know if y'all even remember any of that stuff. But when I was because what had happened was when I was supposed to get my stitches out, they had to do a culture and I got an infection. So I had to do another round of antibiotics. So I had to wait another 2 weeks. So when I came in to get them out, the infection had hardened up. So they had like dig everything out. And there was this lady that had no bedside manner, rude as rude could be, no empathy, and just being a caveman with my finger. And I was like, no, hell no, not with your attitude and how I don't want you. You're not going to do this. So 2 other nurses come in and they were just the sweetest. Like one held my hand and tried to keep me occupied while they were doing that and everything. And it helped so much. Like that other girl, she shouldn't be in that profession acting the way she did. Like somebody's already scared, lost a piece of them, and you're going to sit there and and be mean and act a fool, and act like someone's true pain, is just nothing, and then continue to be rough. Oh, I'm gonna have bad arthritis in my hand. I can already feel it. I already know. But yeah, they took them out. But if anybody tells you stitches don't hurt, they hurt. But I had to tell the nurse because I had I don't know if you see it. I had six stitches all the way around my finger. And what they do is they grab the knot or whatever, and they take like a switchblade, and they'll do that, right? But the first time she did it, she held it up and did it, and it didn't cut it. So the blade rode up the string and caught on the knot and just jerked the shit out of my finger. The whole time I was in tears. I ain't gonna lie to you. People would tell you that was in there in that live. I was in tears like a little baby. Like I was scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before. I've had to relearn how to tie my shoes. I've had to relearn how to do so much, and it's so frustrating. I don't even know if I'll ever be able to really, in vehicles and stuff. I'll figure a way out to do it, but just not as efficient as I was. But yeah, I was like, no, you saw that shit. Why are you sitting there And I was like, you need to saw it. So I had her hold the thing up, and the other girls sawed it real slow. And guess what? That stitch popped. A lot easier than you sitting there trying to whack at it. That shit hurt so bad because when she pulled it up and hit the blade, she had force with it, you know, and it rode up the stitch and caught on the knot as she was still in the motion. But yeah, and then once they get it finally cut or whatever, then they just jerk it out your finger. But it felt like I was like in the Twilight Zone because like Clear Path, you know, I went through the interview, I did the rug test, I was going to do the physical for the forklift, and the whole time I was hiding my finger. But when I did my physical, they look at you or whatever. They seen my finger. Rim, how are you under the blanket barking? Ain't nobody out here. And you under the blanket barking. You don't even know you didn't even look what's out there. But yes. But it was crazy when I had to go to the surgery at 5 a.m. at the hospital. So I had to schedule a taxi. It cost me almost $50 with a $4 tip to go 11 minutes. 11 minutes. $50 one way. Hey, Miss Dandelion, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Can you feel anything in your finger? Yeah, I can feel my whole finger. I can feel everything. It's like 100 times more sensitive as well. Like when I work, you know, I move. And like, I don't know how many times I've hit my finger on that chrome and sinks and stuff like that, or I'll wash dishes and my hands will get wet, and you know, okay, well, I'll be on for a while, so come back and check us out. I hope you have a blessed day. What you cooking? But yeah, especially when my finger, like I wash dishes and my hand gets like, what is it, raisins, and it's real tender then. But yeah, it's really sensitive. Like, it's like really painful when I hit it. Even when I hit it soft, it's painful. And I can already feel, because like sometimes I'll push down like this and my whole knuckle will pop. Like, I know I'm going to have pain and arthritis in there. Jeff didn't see it. Cat mom. But yeah, it's yeah. I can feel everything. Like, there's no numb spots on it. Especially there. And the other doctor was worried that the person, you know, the surgeon that did it, didn't cut the bone down far enough to put the flap over for it to heal. Because, you know, they'll cut down under the skin and cut a piece of the bone out so they can take the flap of skin and cover it so it can heal together. And the doctor was real worried about, and now I'm kind of worried about it lately because it's a lot more sensitive than I think it should be. What you doing? Oh, lovey-dovey. I love you. You see how he moves all his blankets around? Those are his blankets. He'll kick me off the bed. If I'm laying on him, I fall asleep and laying on him, he'll try to roll me off the bed to get to his blankets to get under him. He's spoiled rotten. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what was crazy. He was literally like this. He was literally like, stop, I want to show something. He was literally like this, just straight barking. He wasn't nobody out there. You just being a fool. Peekaboo, I see you. Why are you looking like you don't fight? You don't fight? Good boy. I ain't forget about you. Want a piece of pepperoni? Yeah, I know. I know. You like Twinkies and pepperoni and cheese? Nova will fight you for a piece of Twinkie. I know. I can't treat one of them without the other. Most times we'll all just sit there and take a bite each, and they'll all help me. I mean, they two will help me finish my meal every night. We'll usually just eat my meals together. But it makes me so mad when people come on here and act like I'm using my animals for anything. Like, I'll hurt somebody over an animal. And, a lot of times if people don't ask about them, we'll sit there all day and they'll be doing their own thing. Like, I'm not using them for anything. And that gets under my damn skin. Because these are my babies. Like these are my responsibility. Like, I took responsibility of their lives. And I treat that seriously. Any animal, I take as my obligation is going to be taken serious. You want a piece of cheese? Everybody said their cats like cheese too. Oh, it's a big chunk of cheese, Bubba. I'll give you a little piece of cheese too. I'm out of those little Go-Gurt feeders. He like those. But yeah, they'll sit there and help me eat my whole meal every night. And I think, and in my mind, I know Miss Ant Soup, animals are unconditional love. They can't go open a door. They can't get out of a bad situation. They can't go, open food. Like, they rely on us, and it's our job if we take responsibility, or even if we don't have a responsibility of that certain animal. You see an animal hungry or in a bad place, you help that animal no matter what. They're God's creatures. Ain't that right? They're God's creatures. You know hugs? You know hugs? Yeah, I know. I want hugs. I want hugs. You just want pizza. And how they're treated. The animal and just tie up in the backyard on a chain and leave it there his whole life. Or get a dog and crate it his whole life. Like, animals aren't, they're domesticated, but they still need freedom and range and love and, stimulation. Yeah, I keep little bags of cat food in my book bag because there's a lot of cats from between here and work, and I always leave little piles for them because these little cats got it hard, Make it a little easier for them. That's why I got that 30-pound bag of cat food. Someone helped me get it to help the animals around here and things. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this heat. Ooh. 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 That's hot. Ooh. That's really hot. Holy shit. Neither one of y'all are definitely getting one of those. Definitely not. Holy crap. Whew. That just made me sweat. I only took a little bite. I'm gonna have to find some ranch with that. No, I'm not paid up for tomorrow yet. I put tobacco sauce on everything. I like Frank's hot sauce. No, Texas Pete hot sauce. I put a lot of stuff on Texas Pete with the Texas Pete because it's not hot and it's got a good flavor. But who goes to McDonald's? What do y'all mostly get? Like if you drive to McDonald's on a whim, what will you buy? I know if someone wants to help me towards tomorrow, it's a blessing. But I try to do it as I need it, but because that will prevent people saying that, you know, I'm getting all this money and, you know, I'm not paying this and that. And because I don't know if people think I get tons of help or you know, I'm making bank, or I don't know what they think, but they're truly delusional because I never ask for more than I need. Once I get help for the roof for these critters is my number one priority, so I can go to work and they're safe. But, you know, I start asking for something else, then they're going to come up with some kind of story, and I'm a liar, and, you know, I'm on drugs, and then it pisses me off to no end that they stalk my page. Anybody that's kind to me or just comes in here to be friendly or try to get to know me or, you know, join the live and have fun, they get harassed by 30 people in their messages saying how awful I am and this, that, and another. It's crazy. And they get so mad and double down and just try anything, you know, even dang making up stories because, you know, I have nothing to lie about. I'm not going to lie. Hey, where'd my Cash App go? That's so weird. It's in my bio, but yeah, I'll put it back up there. I wonder where it went. Like, look at this. They all say I'm on rugs and stuff like that. Just rap with me for a second. You know Ashy Cat and Lisa and probably a few other ones that come on here? I don't see it. I guess I gotta check it out. Ashy Cat was a while back. She was a tarot reader and she would nod out really bad on lives. And Lisa, she's just a train wreck. Yeah, I'm about to fix it in a second. I just wanted to get this out real quick. But just look, when they started the TikTok until today, don't they look a lot different? Don't they look a lot different, a lot sicklier, a lot of weight loss? You know, they look rough. But I look like the same person, the same weight, same everything, yo. My eyes are perfect always. If I was on the downer stuff, my eyes would be pinpoint, and if I was on speeder stuff, my eyes would be like an alien. She's not living with her dad anymore. That's the last time I seen her, was when she was staying with her dad. Yeah. I remember when Russia first got there. Oh, her dad got evicted. I don't believe he passed away. She said that like a few times to get money to go to the funeral and get him. See, those are scammers. That's disgusting. You're making up stories that you have cancer, that your kids need this and that for surgery. You know, your dad passed away, so you need to cremate him. That's awful. Like, that is just disgusting. Yeah, I might have to ask for help, which my check covers almost half the week. But I might because it's hard out there. You know, and that doesn't mean anybody's got to help me. You know, I'm always up front with you. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or, you know, try to, you know, come up with some kind of schemes or lies or anything like that. I need help with my room, and, you know, I mean, that's cut and dry as it is. I'm not trying to lie anything. I'm not trying to hide anything. If someone wants to help, that's a blessing. Beyond a blessing. But the amount of hate I've received, when I feel that I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything I can. I'm working. I'm keeping my eyes out for any opportunities for a vehicle or transportation. You know, I am thoroughly looking for a second job. Cracker Barrel, they chose the female that was interviewing with me. They chose her, which kind of pissed me off, but it is what it is. That's crazy. They make a fake obituary. Like that one guy that faked having cancer or something, and he raised like $60,000. Or that Rich to Hungry. Like, he's flat out said multiple times that he just wants to make money on TikTok. He doesn't ever want to work. He said he's never worked in his life. He just wants to, you know, drive his vans around the country and be on TikTok. And, you know, his followers already bought him 3 different vans and fixed those vans multiple times, which, I mean, God bless them. God bless the people that helped them, you know. Rich to Hungry. I just don't like the dog situation. I just don't like the animal situation. When Moody died, like, I don't even think he cared. Like, I don't even think he cared. He went soon and got another dog for... Like, when Candy passed away, I wasn't going to get another dog. I wasn't going to ever get another animal. And I was walking home when I lived on 210, and I heard something, and I looked, I thought it was a dang rat laying in the ditch. I looked closer, and it's his little butt. And when that was, he was about the size of his head. and I couldn't just leave him out there. And I chalked it up to my baby girl Candy sent me Rim to help my heart. I was broken when she passed away. Like that was my baby. Like I had her for 10 years. Really? You know better. I'm gonna give you a hot wing and you're not gonna like it. I bet you don't even care. You'll eat the hell out of it. The law's after rich the hungry. And the only reason I think he's as as popular or whatever you want to call it as he is, I think it's because of Sailor. Sailor's a cool person. She makes glass. She's making art and things to sell, and doing stuff like that where he's just making rice. But that dog situation kind of pissed me off. Like, as soon as your other dog passed away, you're supposed to love so much, you had right to get another one. Doesn't compute with me. Like, I did not. I was mad at the world because I raised Candy from when she was a puppy, old when she got hit by a car. It would happen so fast. I don't even it just happened so fast. 2,000 people came to her funeral, a virtual funeral. I built her a nice coffin and buried her, and yeah, we had a nice ceremony for her. Yeah, they're boneless. They're just too hot for me. I'm gonna have to dip them in a bunch of ranch. They're hot. I don't know if I can handle them. I took this big a bite. I was whining like a girl. I don't even want to lick my finger after grabbing that. Or Howie the crab. That what is that one person you said? Nike or something like that. You gotta go outside? Or are you begging for food? Yeah, because a while back, he came on there and flat out did lives saying how stupid everybody was for sending him money, that he wasn't homeless, that, he was just buying nice, he was just doing it for the money and going out and partying and everything. And then a few months after that, he gets back on there, beside a street pole, acting cold. Yeah. How big of a piece of crap are you? First, you're going to deceive the people and lie, and, and then you're going to mock them? You got some awful karma coming your way. Because he was always in new clothes, eating good food. He said is working for Slay. Working is working. I don't know where this new generation came with their work ethic, but work is work. You might not like it, nobody likes it, but it's got to get done, and you take pride in your work. And if you take pride in your work will show. And then you'll move up and, be able to do bigger and better things. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid $1 for a job or $5 for a job. You're going to get the same result from me and the same outcome. Because you never know. They might be paying you that $1 or $5 just to see how you work out, how your work is and things like that. They might test you with $1 and be like, well, if you don't do it for, just work because it's good, to be a good worker, then I don't need them on my team. I've known people, I've known contractors and stuff like that would do little stuff like that. They would leave like a tool or some trash sitting on the floor where people walk through, and he'd watch, and most people will just walk right over that trash and not take a second look. And then you got that one or two people that will pick it up and throw it away or put the tool where it needs to be. Those are people that take pride in their work, in their space, in their work environment. Because when I'm in the kitchen, I have a clean work area. I cannot stand a messy work area. And here lately, I can't trust them. I can't trust David or Charles to do the work that needs to be done, and they'll just be washing dishes for 5 or 6 hours. When dishes, like, you rinse them off, you throw them in the soap, the degreaser, let them soak for a while, go do some other stuff, get some stuff out for the stock up for the night, bring out meat, eggs, and everything you need. In time you get all that stocked up, you go back to the sink, you drain it, you spray everything back off, and you throw it in the sanitizer water, and dishes are done. Why does it take them 5 or 6 hours to wash those dishes when it only should take no time? So what I do is, they stay on the table. They make the food while I take care of everything. Their job when I'm there is to watch the table. After I get done washing, because we got a big metal thing that holds the squirters up top, and then it holds the condiments at the bottom, and it slides and stuff. We put all that stuff on a pan, and I wash the sliding thing. So their job is to prep for breakfast, mop and sweep the kitchen's floor, and wipe off all the counters. That's all they have to do. And and they still do shit job on that. And I pull out the grills, all the fridges, sweep and mop behind all of them. Pull the vents out, wash those. Just so much little on the table. And then they get so mad when orders come in. It's like 3 or 4 burgers come in. What? You just want the burgers? Like that shit gets under my skin. Huh? I am 19,000. Yeah, they just piss me off because they this past. They just piss me off because this past week. Hold on, let me restart. Hopefully that's better. But the past week and a half, 5 days by myself throughout the week and a half, because either they said they didn't know they were supposed to be there, call, no show, 2 times for Charles, and then a call saying he wasn't coming. And then David called out twice. Said one time he said he didn't know he was supposed to work, but we get the same damn schedule every week. So I end up having to do everything alone. So I have to put it in overdrive. So I have to, make all the food as fast as I can and clear the screen, and then run back in the dish pit, start getting everything organized, start bringing stuff up. I'm not getting paid any extra. And they always got something to say. Like, morning shift is not supposed to come in there, and sometimes, a couple things aren't get done sometimes, busy nights and things like that. But and then they're like, well, why didn't you stock the breakfast paper and this and that? And I'm like, we only cover breakfast for an hour until y'all get here. We don't have any responsibility other than cooking y'all's breakfast and serving for an hour before you get here. Other than that, I ain't got nothing to do with breakfast. And like I told the lady the other day, I was like, and matter of fact, you know, and like I told the lady the other day, I was like, and matter of fact, you know, people amaze me. Let me try to sit it right here and see if that helps. It was helping earlier. I'm gonna try to find a thing of ranch, see if that helps. Haha. I'm gonna try some ranch or barbecue and ranch. It's okay. It didn't break. Is it better now? Oh no, it's not. It didn't break. Is it better now? Oh no, it's not. Okay. But y'all know what Miss Ray, our general manager or the highest manager at the store, I think that's the general manager. Her last day was a couple weeks ago. Tay was the assistant manager, said she wanted to take her job over as general manager, and then changed her mind. So I don't know who is the top manager right now, or or what's going on, you know? I think the district manager is doing the job right now because she goes to all different stores, but I think she is trying to, you know, do that little position as she can. But I'm like, it's crazy. Old girl don't want that position because there's no teamwork. Everybody is just there to clock out. They just there to clock and just sneak out the door. Second shift is bad for that. Like, they just do the bare minimum so they can slip out the door. And it's not fair. It's really not. And then the other day pissed me off, and I left because apparently some reason, because second shift and first shift, there's two stove tops, right? There's kind of next to each other, but there's a meat freezer in between them. And second shifts is beside the fryers. I pull my stove out every night, wash, clean everything, wipe everything off, clean the walls, take the vents out and everything like that. I clean it every day, so all I have to do is go in there and wipe it down and it's done. No hard work, just pull it out, wipe it down, mop it, and it's done. You let it build up for a couple of days and you're down there forever cleaning up gunk. So some reason I get to work and my stove is cleaned. But mind you this, it's half-ass cleaned. Like shitty cleaned. And then the night man or second shift manager was like, "Oh, I don't know why they cleaned that one, but can you clean that one tonight?" I said, "No. I'm not. I refuse. You can write me up. You can do whatever you want. I refuse to clean that damn grill." I looked underneath it. There's about that much grease stacked up all the way against the wall. I'm talking about like that much. It would probably fill up 3 or 4 of those gravy bowls, because I take a mud spackling thing and I scrape it up and then wipe it down with a rag so I don't make my mops it's too dirty. I'd rather wash the rag than mess up my mop heads. And but yeah, I was like, no, I'll throw some water on them. I'll wipe them down, and where they're cooked. I mean, where you can switch to sausage and stuff. I'll do that, but I'm not doing y'all's job. And that's why I was wondering who the main manager was, because I really needed to talk to her, because that's not cool. That because I pull out and clean my area every night so it's easy to clean. You wanna clean that for me, so I have to do all the work of all the shit y'all didn't do forever. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I straight told Sarah in her face. I was like, no, I'm not. Well, I'm tired of everybody saying because he didn't do something, I'm not going to do it. What? I walked off though. I didn't want to lose my shit because that was a statement for total shit loss. She's tired of hearing people say, I don't want to do it because the other person didn't do it. And screw that. Screw that. I keep that kitchen immaculate. Y'all have one little area to clean and y'all can't even do that. And I'm mostly back here by myself. I'm back here by myself. I make those boys stay on the table so I can keep my kitchen but it's really not. So I have to make them stay on the tables, and then they get upset, and I'm like, well, if I can trust you to clean this place and do what's supposed to be done, I would love to be on the table. I love being on the table. It's so much easier than what I do. Because all I make them do is prep breakfast in the pans, mop and sweep the little kitchen area, and wipe off the counters. That's all they have to do all night and keep food going. I bring everything up there, I set up everything, I bring everything up there for the setup and set it up, the gravy, everything. And but they get mad because I order fast at the table. They be making me mad because their times. Because, when an order comes in, you only have, you're supposed to do it in a certain amount of time. And the time is 80, or most of the time it's 76. And their times will be 220. My time's at 54. Because I know the pattern to put everything down so everything comes up at the same time. So you're not making one piece of one order, one piece of another order, and then you got 3 cars in the drive-thru and you got half of 3 orders. You make one order at a time. Awesome sauce. I'm going to give myself a like. It's just been frustrating up there. But, frustration doesn't make me quit a job. I need that job. I'm not going to leave that job until I have, for sure, another job. Yeah, don't make y'all's fingers sores. But yeah, But what pisses me off, when you try to say something about anything, the manager's like, oh, don't worry, we'll take care of it. And I'm like, no, you won't. You'll go sit your ass in the office and eat cookies, and I'll have to take care of it. That's it's a pet peeve of mine. Oh, it's okay. No, I will. And I've already got, every day y'all are asking for more and more stuff. Just because I can get it all done doesn't mean it's fair to make me do it. Just because I can get it all done and do everything, it's not fair to get paid the same amount as everybody else and do double the work and be expected to do double the work. You don't know how many landscaping companies and factories I've been to or been at or whatever, where you'll get a worker come in, bust his ass, want to make a good impression, bust his ass out there, do everything he's supposed to do and more. And then you got another employee comes in there and does the bare minimum, barely the bare minimum, and just slugs around. But that person that busts his ass and tries to do everything right he can and do more than he's supposed to, something a little thing or something here, he's getting cussed out and everything like that, but that person that, you know, don't do anything and just floats around can do what the hell they want to do and not do any work, and nobody will say a damn word to them. I've seen that in so many places, it sickens me. Yeah. And you're supposed to get crew trainer. And that's like at McDonald's, that's like an extra $2. It's crew trainer. You wear a red shirt. Damn, this little piece is good. Oh my god, a napkin. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can get a rag off that cart. Wipe my hands. Are they gone? Oh, you know, when I left, I was thinking about, I left that pizza box open. Good boy. Oh, brutal. Yep. Yep. The past couple months, we've had 3 people. And they I think they caught him with drugs or something. They fired him. He was there for about a month and a half, and then he left. And then the last guy that came in, he worked for one night and never came back. Right in the bathroom. Like, how dumb are you? And that's like I don't know if these girls got in trouble, but I've got pictures. Managers got pictures. All right, like, you know the lady that sometimes gives me a ride and things like that. Well, I rode up with her a couple hours before my shift to McDonald's, and these people at the window, I forgot their 2 names, but they're on second shift. They were just way too hype and way too friendly. And then as the conversation goes on, you could tell that they were beyond buzzed. beyond buzzed. They were crunk. And so I come in a few hours later, and later that night I'm doing trash because I do the store's trash or whatever. And I found Four Loko cans at the back window. Like the first window you go to pay, and then you go to the second window. Well, I found Four Loko cans in that first window. I found Four Loko cans in that first window. And I put two and two together because I knew they were feeling good. But they're still working there and everything. But they pulled the cameras and seen who the stuff was. It's like two people got pictures. One person took a picture in the break room of Four Loko, and then a couple days later I found that one in the trash can. And I'm like, okay, do whatever you want to do. That's your life or whatever. But at least be intelligent enough to put the can out there where at least you could have some deniability and be like, oh, that's a customer threw it in there. But you put it back there at the farthest part of the kitchen where there would be absolutely no customers at all, and you throw away Four Lokos that smelled like straight beer. That's just top tier intelligence, right? Trips me out, man. Like, common sense these days is just out of the window. I'm trying to get this thing charged enough so I can give Rim a bath. It's time for him to get a bath. I see people do and say, in my mind, it's just like, just common sense. Like common knowledge. Like common knowledge. It blows my mind. Like just the train of thought and stuff like that is just insane. Like, how do you know that shit? Like, when you don't use your common sense, you do something so stupid. You gotta think ahead and be like, if I do this, all this stuff's about to pour out. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It just sucks. Like, growing up, common sense was just common sense. Like, stupidity, doing something stupid. Because I've been a heavy machinery. Like, when I was hanging steel for Hercules Steel, I only worked there for a couple weeks. And, because, like, as you go, like, your first couple of days, then you move up a level. And what you do, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, a building get erected. They're just beams or whatever, I-beams. And you put your joists up, you get your crane, you bring your I-beams to it, and you got these, it's like, the world. Yeah, I got my bike. Oh, I got my bike lock key on my hoop on my book bag, so I don't be stashed away in my wallet. Cause I don't take my wallet anywhere, so it don't get lost. I've had that wallet for almost 18 years. That was a $195 Red Wing wallet. I got it. They opened up a store on Ramsey Street, Red Wings. And I got a pair of boots. I put it all stuff on layaway, so I paid it a little over time. But yeah. But man, after a while the damn leather started like turning my cards and stuff black and things like that. But it's been a good wallet. It hasn't torn half like other wallets. Okay. Yeah, I packed all my book bag with a bunch of bags of different pens and things I need. Since I got the bike, I can just have everything with me in the book bag. Ponchos, pens, knives, whatever I need. The bike lock. But yeah, when your ride is just like a long pointed stick. Well, it's steel, but it's like a really dull javelin. And what you do, you take the dull javelin parts and you stick it in the hole, and then that you bend it and you align the holes up so you can stick the bolts in there. And cut the story short. I got 3 stories up. The crane operator swung the I-beam, hit the joist, vibrated me up into my teeth, and was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry I left. I did give you a week's notice, but I'm sorry I left. You think I could come back? Like, I promise, like, I'm sorry." Like, well, you're gonna come work at the farm with me. At that time, there was one other person, older guy. But all he did was like weed eat and stuff Mr. Warren's property. My phone's plugged in, but all he did was take care of Mr. Warren's property. Because when you came into Mr. Warren's house, he had one side of the property. You come in, his ex-wife has a house right at the road, and his daughter has a house right at the road. Big ass houses, both of them. And then you come down the dirt road. It's fenced in on both sides because there's Black Angus cattle there. 30 sheep, couple goats, peacocks, chickens, and then towards the end he got about 300 pigs, because when he bought the property, there's a little pig house at the back where the hay fields were, because we grew on hay and everything, like. But but when you came in, there was the garage, and it had all his tractors, like anything you can think of for farming or anything like that. It was there. That's where I learned how to drive everything. Like if it has wheels, he had it. He was a billionaire. Like he started Warren Oil with $14,000, and when he sold it right before I left for Vanderseptic, $500 million to CarQuest, the owner of CarQuest. $500 million. Started that thing with $14,000. But he was a smart man. He was a mean mother freaker, but he was a smart man. Yeah, like he always treated me right. Like he didn't have to, but he did. He gave me, in my schedules. So when I left home in the morning time, I just went and did what needed to be done, because every job I've ever had, would people just let me do what the hell I need to do. They don't come bother me or give me a list of doing stuff. They just let me do what I do, because they know I'm not going to be hiding somewhere and not working. I'm going to be getting everything done that needs to be done. And I like it that way. I like just being able to go in there, do what I need to do, and not be messed with. I work the best that way. And I'm intelligent, and I'm a hard worker. I know what needs to be done. I know what things need to be fixed. But he got over time, he got so sick. Like, I remember one time that he still wanted to work. He was still a man, He wanted to work, so I literally had to pick him up like a baby and put him on the backhoe. The backhoe is like a dozer with a big hook on the back that you can dig up dirt. I had to pick him up like a baby and sit him in the seat and bring him down and put him on the golf cart. We had to end up building him a helicopter pad outside of his door. He had 2 pilots that rotated living there. He had a whole hospital set up in his living room with 3 live-in nurses. So whenever he felt bad, he would just jump in the helicopter and fly to Duke. Like if he didn't have all that money and everything, he wouldn't have lived as long as he did. But the reason I left there running the cattle farm, because I love that job. That was my favorite job. This is my best and favorite job I've ever had. And like I was there for a good minute because I was there at Warren Oil. Like that was, I loved those animals. Like those animals were fed and they were plump, lean. You know, they were happy because I had five pastures between Dunn, Benson, and Autryville. And I would start in Dunn. There was there was 3 pastures in Dunn. And every morning I'd walk the fence, make sure there's no limbs or anything like that, you know, make the fence misfire. And then I'd get all that stuff, feed, hay and everything. And then I would head to Autryville, start doing little stuff around this house. But yeah, when you came in, there's this barn and stuff. Then there was a beautiful, and you kept going through and then you would cut into the woods and stuff. And when you came out the woods, there was another little log cabin. And if you keep in, that house was so big it had its own name. And just look at this. When we decorated his house with Christmas lights, it cost $800 in lights, and we still didn't have enough. But I missed that job. Like I would still be there if it wasn't for because when he got sick, his wife was like 50 years old, you know, he's like 8, but she was a doctor, so it was hard to say she was in it for the money, you know, because she was an MD doctor. She was a pretty thing. I always think that her and Peacock had something going on, though. I really do. But yeah, he started, you know, trying to do the day-to-day. In the morning time, I had a booklet. So in the morning time, whenever I got to a place, well, when I'd leave home at 7 o'clock, I start at 7 o'clock. When I walk out that door and get in the car, that's when I start work. So, and then I get to the pasture, I write what I did the hours. And like Sundays, they told me I could add 6 hours. If I came out here for an hour to fix a fence, I could put 6 hours on it, you know? That guy came in trying to change everything, which everything was already running smooth. Like I already had everything knocked down to the bare minimum hours. You know, I worked like 55 hours a week, and you know that was perfect. Work 40 hours a week. I'm like, I mean, I can't get everything I need to get done. I know my phone's dying. But yeah, my phone's dying, so it's not picking up as good. It's on 2. But yeah, I started trying to change everything, and we already had everything to a smooth. You know, we rolled with smooth. You know, we rolled. We got everything done it needed to be. You know, and correct. You'll make about $369 a week. And I'm like, at a base. Some weeks more because I work more hours. But I make no less than $700 a week. How am I missing? We gave you all the health insurance and things like that. And I'm like, no, hell no. $5,000 on my Scion TC. Like I just just leased that car out. And you know, I paid all the interest off, so all the payments I made was towards the principal. Like I put like $5,000 down. I got talked into turning it back in to free up money. I could kick myself in the taters. I wouldn't want to be salary. Yeah, I didn't want to be salary. I know what salary does. I don't want to be salary at any job because they own you then. They can make you work as many hours as they want and you get paid the same. I will not work salary. But I kept my cool for a couple of days. I was pissed because I need to do the same amount of work for $400 less a month or $400 less a week. And I'm like, and then one of my buddies tell me about Vander Septic is they deliver septic stuff. They don't do the septic stuff. We just deliver the pipes and pumps and stuff like that. And I was there for about 4 or 5 years. I would drive everywhere. I'd go to Eden. I'd go to Eden, Virginia, South Carolina, all kinds of places. And what I liked, I was always able to come home at night. Most truck drivers and stuff, they don't get that luxury to come home at night. I was always back at the shop. Unless it was something crazy that happened, I was always back at the shop by like 5 o'clock. Unless it was something crazy that happened, I was always back at the shop by like 5 o'clock. So I'd come in at 6:30, and I would always pack the truck up the day before and let someone up too. And they were really good. Like sometimes you'd go pick up your paycheck, and there'll be $300 sitting in your envelope, extra $300 bonus. Every Christmas they bought us brand new Carhartt coats, hoodies, toboggans, gloves, boots. Like they really took care of us. I know I start talking, I'm looking at these little things right here. Oh shit, I haven't gotten to 50K in a long time. Awesome. That's amazing. I just wish I had a charge on my damn phone. I'm so scared this thing is just going to die on me. And this connection keeps going. I just wish I had a charge on my damn phone. I'm so scared this thing is just going to die on me. And this connection keeps going. Thank y'all. I haven't got 50,000 in so long. Do the old Nintendo trick. All right. Hopefully it'll go up a little bit. Thank you, Cat Mom. I love all of y'all. Like, y'all mean the world to me. Like, I don't know where I would be mentally if it wasn't to be able to come and talk to all of y'all and be able to, brainstorm and shoot ideas off. People make new friends. Nobody's judging anybody in here. I like a peaceful life where everybody can be, chill in who they are. Right? On today, but the past 4 days I haven't been on. People are like, well, why don't you take the chance of getting banned for a week? Because I get banned for the most stupidest things. And it's ridiculous. And mostly the only times is like on the weekend when I'm actually able to catch up on a little bit of sleep. And mostly that's the reason. Because when my check hits, I have a couple of days where I can actually come home from work and, be stress-free and actually get a little sleep. Because the rest of the week, I only get a few hours a day, if that. Right? I've got banned for so many random things. I got one account, I got my live banned permanently when my finger was black, was right before I got my surgery. It died all the way up to where it cut off, and I got banned permanently. I didn't get a warning or anything. It was just a straight ban permanently. and I had like 15,000 followers. I've got one account that's got over 80,000 followers on it, but I can't get into it. Ain't that some shit? It was when Candy passed away, and we were having the funeral, the virtual funeral and everything, and 2,000 people were, they attended the whole funeral, and that, you don't know how good that made me feel, that she was that loved by that many people, that 2,000 people came and sat for her funeral and listened to me talk and cry. Like, I miss her every day. Like, that was my first, Candy was my first dog that was mine, that I chose to take responsibility of. That was my dog. And like, she knew so many tricks and things. Like, and I don't even know, it was just over time, and just the bond we had, it just came fluidly. She knew how to shake hands, speak, smile, roll over, stay, lay down. She knows how to shake both hands. She could shake her back foot. She would always look funny when she did it, but I taught her how to do it. Like, sometimes I would say things and she would like instinctively do it, like she could understand my English or something. And I can't even get this little fart head to shake hands. I don't know if it's because he's a boy or he's Dotson and Pitt. He can't keep his brain concentrated long enough, or what. But with me and Candy, she knew so many tricks. I could leave her favorite whatever on her nose and tell her to stay, and I could leave for 5 minutes and come back and it would still be there. Like, she knew so many tricks. But yeah, and I can't get him to even shake hands. Like, he will not. Like, he don't understand or nothing. He's so hard-headed. And so just one-track mind. I don't think I'll ever get him to, do that kind of stuff like Candy did. Me and Candy, she was my soulmate dog. And I really believe that she felt how much pain I had in my heart and how much hate and anger I had because she was gone. Because, I raised her for 10 years. That's a long time. Like, she was there my first night I was homeless under that bridge with just a little thin sheet like that. And my book bag, have to wake up every couple hours. They're our family, or, best friends. People, the animals we probably said things to the animals that we would never say to a person. I say things to Rim. I talk to Rim all the time that I would never tell another living soul. It just went down to 1%. Hey, I'm about to get off here and cut the phone off and let it charge for a minute. I'm gonna use the bathroom and finish lunch, and then when I come back, I'm gonna give Rim a bath. So give me about an hour to let the phone charge up and everything, and then we got you 255. I know, I can't believe that. So I'll make sure that I keep my eye on the time, and I'll be back at 3:00. So just look out for me. That's an hour from now. My phone should be charged up pretty good, because does y'all's phone do that? If your phone's off, it will charge way better than if you have it on. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna try to do, because maybe this charger's just going out. Because it seems like I have the worst luck with chargers. But I love all you guys. I'll be back at 3 o'clock. I'm going to give that to you guys. Have a safe day. Yeah, but these phones you can't take the batteries out anymore. And I think there's a nefarious reason phones and everything we could always take the batteries out of. But now any phone you get now, you can't remove the battery, and I think I know why. Because if you can't remove the battery, then there's always a power source in that phone. So that phone's technically always on, so they can track it and stuff even when it's off, since you can't take the battery out of it. Or I'm just like Area 51 in that crap. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna cut it off and let it charge off, and it should charge pretty fast. See you soon.